Well, this is a reading for Virgo for the month of December 2021. I've been having some technical difficulties, and I'm not sure if it's on my end, if it's actually coming through. It was around, sorry, the voice, the sound quality. So if there is any issues, please let me know. When I do the playback, it shows some sense that there's an issue, and then it clears up, and then it comes back, and then it clears up. So anyway, please let me know if there's a real problem there. So okay, so first off, I'm just going to take this out of the way here. I'm going to be using a few different decks. One of them is a little bit new. Two of them are new to me, actually, but I'm using the Psychic Tarot deck, and that's by John Holland. Psychic Tarot for the Heart, rather, and then the other one is the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Excuse me, and the other is the Mirror Truths, the Norman cards by Sylvia Neitzer, and I'm using the Divine Guidance Tarot V Harnish cards as well. And of course, my Rider-Waite deck, which I always use just to flesh things out. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the Moon. It just depends on the time of the reading here. But Queen of the Moon Oracle I usually just use that just for, it'll be for advice cards, but we'll see how much time is left at the end here. So I'm going to be doing a bit of a different reading here too with the Rider-Waite deck, which will be more of a short Celtic cross read. But we'll start out with the Mirror Truth card, Lenormand cards as well. Okay, so what's coming in for Virgo for the month of December 2021? General energies. What are the general energies around Virgo for December 2021? What are the general energies around December 2021? Okay, this could include a fellow coming through here. Again, could be a very dominating, strong fellow, and a lady. So this might be some kind of a soulmate connection, possibly. It could be just a connection between a new romance or something here. Let's just pull one more card here. And the Fox. Ooh, somebody might be being a little bit sly here. Okay, so we'll start with that energy here, and then we'll kind of expand it and flesh it out in the Rider-Waite deck as well. Okay, so starting out with the Gentleman card. So this one, of course, is coming through as dealing with a fellow, somebody who represents either yourself or someone else here, but somebody who generally tends to have more masculine qualities, but we also have a feminine energy coming in here as well. So this can also represent something from the past, and this can represent something in the future here, but either way, or at least because of the positioning as well, but it certainly is something that involves kind of a gridlock or a deadlock between behaviors here, is what I would say. So there's something going on there that seems to be a little less than upfront, because we have the card of the Fox, and we also have the Bear energy here. So there's something standing between this couple. And so, as I said, someone might be a little rigid and not want to change their position about someone, and the other person seems to be in opposition of that. So it seems like this is relationship oriented for you in the month of December, or at least the energy appears to be. So this could also be just previous energy that you're just kind of moving away from, and there's sort of a residual. But for the lot of you, for a lot of you, this may just, as I say, be energy you're moving in toward. So again, whichever energy represents you, whether you're the strong masculine sort of energy that's coming through with more of the dominating kind of quality, or you're the energy, more feminine energy, representing, this seems to be somehow somebody that you've known for some time. I don't think this is a new person that's coming in here, but you're kind of preoccupied by this, and there is some kind of deadlocked behavior. Nobody wants to move. Nobody wants to budge on something here. And whatever this position is, somebody's kind of taking you're both taking a strong position and holding it, whatever your position is. So there's going to be some kind of an issue here around the heart, I would assume, because again, we've got that kind of deadlocked energy with the Bear coming through here as well. So the Bear is an energy of a strong personality. So whether this is you or the other person, this is a stubborn kind of energy. So somebody, again, could be in authority or just present themselves in a very authoritative way, but they usually tend to have some kind of strength or power or domination, or some kind of, they just stand out more with a stronger energy than this other their opposition. So again, this could be somebody that you've known for a long time. So whether this is an ex-husband or somebody that you've just had a long-term relationship with, doesn't have to be even in a love front. It could even be just in a partnership or long-standing friendship, as they say, or family member, but somebody that you're in opposition with, and nobody seems to be, kind of budging on a particular issue here. So the bear is really somebody who represents kind of a loner energy as well, but it's also that, stubborn energy. So I do feel like there is maybe somebody feels a little bit more alone here. Probably the female counterpart here in this situation feels a little more alone because it seems like there's something that's underhanded, or maybe he or she feels that this is, part of the picture here, because again, the energy of the fox represents something, some kind of struggle here. There's somebody might be being deceptive, or maybe there's just the idea that this one of the other, energies feels the other is not being clear and upfront, and they're being a little bit, just a little bit sly or cunning in some way. So something is not feeling honest in the situation here. So maybe somebody feels like maybe somebody is pretending, to be doing something or to be committed or whatever it is, but there's some kind of information that you just need to be a little more weary of in the month of December. So be discerning. Don't be too speculative until you have some clear answers, to kind of back up whatever you think might be going on. So whether this is, actually going to be a betrayal, we don't know yet, because this is just the energy of suspicion that's going on here. Okay, so let's put that away. Okay, so the next cards out we will deal with will be, let's do this one here. This is the John Holland deck. So what is happening for Virgo in the month of December 2021? What are the energies happening for around Virgo? Career, money, finance, love, family, friends, general energies. What's coming out for Virgo in the month of December? Okay, you're not feeling very happy. I'm just going to take this here anyway, but okay. I was only going to take a couple cards, but I think I'm going to take these anyway. All right, so you've got sadness and isolation, and just breathe and trust. And there are dreams coming true, and third eye chakra. So it does look as though you're feeling like you're needing to heal. You're feeling maybe overwhelmed in some way. But for whatever reason, there's some sense that you're just not getting all that you'd hoped for here in the month of December. So maybe you felt like somebody was doing something, as I say, that, is kind of leaving you out in the cold here. We'll flesh that out when we go into the tarot. But the sorrow is coming through here with the sadness and isolation. So you're disappointed in somebody, and there is a sense that you're healing, because we have two cards of healing here also. We have a card of intuition, and certainly, you're with the third eye chakra, you're being asked to also focus on kind of moving out of that energy by healing your inner self. So that does speak to, I see, as in, your understanding. So again, third eye chakra is all about your intuition and higher levels of consciousness, as well as with the trust card. Certainly, again, with the black border here, that speaks to the same. So anyway, there could be some kind of there might be some kind of a communication that's coming through here that, but you've got dreams coming true. So we'll figure out what that means exactly here as we go through. But it just feels as though there's something that you're not maybe completely tuned into intuitively, but you're being asked to trust your intuition, try not to do too much on the speculation end of things, because there is some sense that you are clinging to something that's making you sad. All right, so again, with that sense of you needing to understand a situation here around a relationship, there's some kind of sense of disappointment that's going on here in the month of December, but you're going to be moving out of that energy, because you do have healing energy cards, and plus you also will be dealing with more intuitive guidance to bring you through here. So let go, move on, just let your spirit be healed. So again, moving into the dreams come true card, that one is just wondering what that one is about here, because it looks like you're getting some sense of something that you want, a wish is being fulfilled on some level. So maybe you just need to be clear on what it is that you actually want, and then that will come along, shortly thereafter, this sadness or this sense of deceit that you might be pending deceit. We don't know for sure. Again, you want to look for some more solid logical reasoning, should prevail over just speculation. But anyway, this is a card that you're going to get some kind of relief anyway with the wishes coming true card. So maybe there's something that you were just unclear about that starts to clear up with your intuition, and certainly somebody coming through that's helping you to feel better about yourself, and you're going to be much more abundant here going ahead. So as I say, this might have been past residual energy and you're moving into a more positive space. So let's go into the tarot. Actually, I might just pull one more, almost done here. We'll also just pull, these are new cards for me, so let's go with that. I just want to pull 2 cards of the Divine Guidance cards for Virgo. Virgo, what is happening for Virgo in December 2021? Virgo, December 2021. Virgo, December 2021. What's happening for Virgo? December 2021. It does definitely feel like it's around the heart for sure. And it almost feels like, just looking at the card, is sort of an angry, swallowed up kind of feeling, or that something has gone out of control. Maybe there's some anger. Still feels like sadness coming through there. Okay, let's see where that leads us. Okay, so the first card out there, number 36. Again, this is a newer deck for me, so bear with me. This one is actually speaking to your self-talk. So it does seem as though, something about the way that you're talking to yourself is not kind. So I feel like your sadness, again, has been turned inward. So it feels as though you are attacking yourself in some way here. There's an energy that you're attacking yourself in some regard, because your self-talk is not, that's why I say I see rage, I see anger, I see upset, feel like you're being swallowed up in some way, shape, or form here. But I feel like you're just not being kind to yourself. Or again, this could be past energy you're just coming out of. But either way, there's a sense of, disappointment in yourself. Might be disappointment in others, but you're also turning this inward. The card of Lion Guide is number 33 here, and this one is actually about kind of awakening your courage to get past something here. So it's about, drawing on your own resources, feeling much more powerful, getting hold of the parts of you that draw your inner strength to get something done and allow yourself to be heard is what the card speaks to. That's why the lion. So it's about realizing that you rule your inner and your outer worlds energetically, and you have the power to sort of change that outcome. So you need to step into your role as a leader, or someone who actually is, and always has been in control of themselves. You're letting your power be taken away from you here in the month of December in some way. So the cellular healing is the card of 25. And this is really about, you're very unique. All of our cells are unique and it's individual to you. So this is about that vibrant green energy, which is what the card speaks to here. So it is a sense of inner healing as well as physical healing. So on an energetic level, that healing energy is coming in to assist you so that you can actually get your energy back. Because I feel like this over here drains you, and this is allowing you to return to that, and more energetic state of, more energetic place. Okay, so let's move right into the tarot. We're almost done here. So what are the energies happening for Virgo in the month of December 2021? What are the energies happening for Virgo in the month of December 2021? What is happening? General energies, career, money, finance, as well as love, family, health for Virgo in December 2021. Okay, judgment is being placed here. Something is coming in quickly. Getting clarity. Somebody might be doing some spying here as well. Might be a younger energy, but you're definitely sort of into this Queen of Pentacles mode. So somebody who's quite resourceful, very practical, home business sort of energy here as well. Looks like there's some kind of a transition. I just pulled that Six of Swords energy, but let's see what the Judgment card is. What is the Judgment card for Virgo? What is the Judgment card for Virgo? What's coming in for Virgo? Coming in for Virgo. And what's the Knight of Swords? What is the Page of Swords? What is the Queen of Pentacles? All right, well, you're working on your happiness for sure, and what's coming in is money. This is slow-moving money towards you, though. It's nothing that's happening quite quickly. So again, for some of you that have, I feel like there's some level of collaboration here involved as well. So you're not doing this alone. You're getting some assistance. So somebody is, kind of, whatever it is, there's a few different stories here. Again, these are general readings. And again, not all the energy is going to speak to, to one person necessarily in one read. So energies tend to trail out. So if this isn't speaking to you specifically in December, it may be an energy that you've already gone through or that you're just about to go through, because you're all at different stages of the game here. So, and again, you're not all entrepreneurs. You're not all just looking for a job, that kind of thing. So what I see with the Judgment card is that there's been some kind of spiritual awakening. You've come to some kind of realization or some kind of understanding about a situation here that I feel is regarding a third-party situation. For those that are in that particular situation, I feel like you've come to some kind of a realization. You're going to take action on it, and you're really going to, you're seeing things much more clearly, and you're going to really start working on your own individual happiness here. So what I feel is you're waking up. That's what this is. You're waking up to a new situation here and really starting to take back your power. For others, in a work situation, this would relate around, something that you're really wanting to do. You're really starting to focus on. This is going to take some collaboration and able to bring it to the next level, but it's certainly on a path where you're able to start fresh and you're taking responsibility for your life all around is what I see here, because you have Knights. Act fast and slow here, but we also have, cutting through difficulties, moving ahead with more ambition. You've got money on the mind, and it's certainly, and your happiness as well, and you're really trying to tie it all in together. So very powerful, strong cards. Most importantly, the cards that really stand out here is the transformation that takes place with the Judgment card. So there is something that some kind of realization that you are starting to release the past in some way here. So again, for some of you, in terms of business, this is about, a new innovative idea that you're coming through with. But again, I feel like it's an existing idea, but you're somehow figuring out a way to take it to the next level. And it is going to be unfolding with the help or the assistance of other people. So you're not going to be, and again, for those in a romantic situation, I don't feel like you're blaming other people. I feel like you're taking responsibility for your own happiness here, and you're able to kind of regenerate in some way. So I feel like, again, you're still taking a lot of action, though, in the month of December, around your happiness and your resources. So whatever that is to you. But I feel like, again, with that Knight of Swords energy, well, maybe I'll just quickly go into that for some of you, this is a new level of intimacy that's kind of being reached in around a third party situation. You know, something is going to change here in regards to that, because there's action here, but it's still it's slow action, but it's coming in quickly, that there's some kind of practical offer that's coming through. So if you were going through a healing energy, I feel in the very near future, if not in December, there's going to be some kind of action coming through that's going to allow you to feel like it's a small token of things being moved to the next level. So, you know, it's definitely energy around somebody who is prioritizing the right things, somebody who has a pretty solid base. I feel like if this is you or another person here, they're still at a night stage. So I still feel like there is a sense that they may be coming in quickly with a practical offer or something that is, you know, enticing to you in some way. But I still feel you're the Queen of Pentacles energy here. And so that Knight of Pentacles is not quite up to the standard of the Queen of Pentacles, you know, whatever the offer is, but it's certainly something that is you're considering, because it is still in alignment with your values. Something is connecting there. So again, in terms of work, this would be about your skills and your abilities. You're creating something that is beautiful and enduring here, because it definitely feels like a life path with that Judgment card. Certainly more learning that's involved here in growth. And it does feel with, even though we've got that Knight of Swords coming through really quickly here, and sometimes it can be a little bit chaotic with that energy, but I still feel the Knight of Swords is also about conquering whatever it is you need to conquer here. So you're coming in fast, or somebody's coming in fast here to, you know, defend their beliefs or speak up for themselves, you know, and they might be a little bit headstrong, but they want to win. And it's still, whatever the disagreements were in the past here, it feels like it's being worked out in a logical, practical way. So I don't feel like there's a lot of heated, angry, like not a real war zone. That's what I want to say. Nothing like that's going on here. So with that Knight of Swords, again, it's assertive, more of an assertive energy here, still in an understated way with that Knight of Pentacles energy. But whatever was unsettled is now kind of moving forward here, because I feel like you're seizing control of what it is that you need to. You're getting out of that victim mentality here and starting to listen to your, you know, your, I don't want to say your heart over your head. I feel like you're just dealing with things much more logically, practically, and there's not going to be a lot of illusions here in the month of December. So if you had some kind of disappointment, I feel that you're dealing with it in a very, maybe you are buying yourself some extra things here just to compensate, but you know, because this is really about recognition for a job well done and that kind of thing as well. But I definitely feel like there's some kind of improvement here overall, and certainly does feel like it's on a practical level and in around finances for some of you. And again, this could be, you know, as I say, I feel quick information or quick communication of some sort, or text or email or whatever it is, it's coming through here. That's going to be some kind of an offer of kind of reconnect you guys anyway. So if you were feeling like things were a little bit out of sorts here, I feel like something is going to come in to change that. So in terms of finances, stick to your goals, stick to your guns, you know, go ahead, you know, assertively here for sure in terms of your finances, because you're on the right track. For those of you really trying to, you know, sock some money away and that kind of thing, this is really bodes well for you. Definitely speaks to long-term security that comes in with the Knight of Pentacles, and I definitely feel like you're very focused on the money this month here for December, as opposed to, you know, your emotional state. That might have been a residual energy that was coming through initially with the other oracle cards, but I do feel like there's some kind of advancement coming through here anyway, in a practical way. So hardworking energy though too. So for a lot of you, this is you really putting in the time and energy to make something happen. But I do feel like with that Three of Pentacles energy, there could be a third party involved here as well. But again, still for those of you that are working on a particular project, it's advancing to the next level. It's still growing. There's still long-term kind of energy around it. So again, with that Page of Swords, could be somebody younger that you're dealing with here as well, because we have Page of Swords, we have Page of Wands. So some young person seems to be a part of this energy here. I do feel like information could be coming through here, as far as somebody could be spying here, or somebody could be, you know, really outspoken in the way they communicate. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini sort of energy comes through with that as well. But it's a heart-to-heart talk with somebody in terms of, you know, a relationship. So I do feel like you could be dealing with things in a, you know, in a contract, in terms of a contract, you know. This is dealing with things maybe too aggressively with this combination of cards here. You don't want to lose your temper, and I don't really feel that's the case though, just because I feel like this is sort of the moderator between. But I do feel like there is some kind of compromising energy here, but somebody's being quite straightforward that something is being moved ahead. A lot of energy, of new energy and movement. So I would say that you're being resourceful in the way that you communicate. You know, you're doing your research in terms of a work situation. I do feel like this is, you know, this is definitely somebody likes honesty here and everything being straight up front. They don't like, you know, things being under the wire here. Yeah. So powerful thinker, somebody who does do an awful lot of thinking here, and as well with that Page of Wands energy, really sort of speaks to that passionate movement forward. So especially when it's so closely connected to, you know, stability as well as your emotions and your happiness. So let's just tie this all up here. I do feel there could be a sense of immaturity that was going on here because of the two pages here as well. But I do feel overall, you know, something is being worked out, and there is some good news that's coming in some regard here. Again, we've got the Page of Wands, so this is, you know, to me, you're getting a phone call or email or text or whatever it is, and something is coming through that's just going to make you feel a lot happier about a situation. So whatever it is that first energy was, I feel like that's something you dealt with in the past, and this is kind of where you're moving toward. So, yeah. So again, Page of Wands energy in terms of your finances, things are starting to look good. Doesn't mean a big windfall of money, but it certainly does speak to loans coming through, you know, refund checks coming in, or some kind of small incremental amount of money, you know, is also benefiting you in the month of December. There is further money out, you know, further out, because that Knight of Pentacles is, you know, working hard for the money. It's very slow and deliberate, methodical kind of money. But certainly Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius could also be coming into play with this card here. But don't abandon your goals. You know, you're pretty close to where you need to be and able to move into this new project here. And I don't think it's a brand new project, but it's still, a lot of it is still in the mind here, but you are taking some action on it, is what I see here for the month of December. So that is almost it. We're just going to wrap it up with the Queen of Pentacles energy. Again, I feel this is you. Could be somebody also around you as well, but Queen of Pentacles, as I said, was more of an energy of, you know, somebody who's achieving their goals, somebody who is, you know, bound to achieve their goals because they're really focused on the money. Also a very nurturing kind of person, somebody who's quite practical, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but also somebody who's got a plan and a strategy to move forward here. So, you know, it could be some flashes of inspiration, some clarity that's coming through here as well. And definitely you're taking some kind of action, but the project is more of a, like, there's some kind of, like, I would say almost like a aha moment, actually, with that combination of cards. Like, that's what I could do, like that kind of thing. I feel like you're getting some kind of resurgent energy, whether this is just something that seems to right the wrongs or to move you ahead in some way. So flashy inspiration, whatever you want to call it. Either way, you're building on your achievements and you're not being impulsive here. I feel like you get a little surge ahead, but you're still being very practical and moderate in the way that you move forward. So that's what I have for you, Virgo, in the month of December. And certainly, I'll just tie in that Nine of Cups energy. You are definitely receiving something in the month of December that is going to give you an overall sense of feeling abundant and fulfilled. So I do feel this is the wish card, of course, and that's also what you had in the other decks as well. So this is a wish fulfillment card. Something that you want is actually coming to you. So you can relax and have a great time here in the month of December, because something emotionally satisfying is going to be given to you, or it's going to make you feel like things are right again anyway. So again, this could be an offer from a job. This could be an offer in terms of There's a bit of a surge ahead here, and then it goes back to the plan. Goes back to the methodical movement ahead. But you get a little bit of clarity coming in for the month of December, and it could be, again, just somebody coming forward with a little bit of movement, budging on a position, for example, and trying to meet you halfway in some respect. So that's what I have for you. Just keep at it, and that is for the month of December, Virgo. Keep moving forward, stay safe,